A powerful blast in port warehouses near central Beirut storing highly explosive material killed 78 people, injured nearly 4,000 and sent seismic shock waves that shattered windows, smashed masonry and shook the ground across the Lebanese capital. Officials said they expected the death toll to rise further after Tuesday's blast as emergency workers dug through rubble to rescue people and remove the dead. It was the most powerful explosion in years in Beirut, which is already reeling from an economic crisis and a surge in coronavirus infections. President Michel Aoun said that 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate, used in fertilizers and bombs, had been stored for 6 years at the port without safety measures, and said it was unacceptable. He called for an emergency cabinet meeting on Wednesday and said a 2-week state of emergency should be declared. "What we are witnessing is a huge catastrophe," the head of Lebanon's Red Cross George Ketani told broadcaster Maya Deen. "There are victims and casualties everywhere." Hours after the blast, which struck shortly after 6 p.m., 1500 GMT, a fire still blazed in the port district, casting an orange glow across the night sky as helicopters hovered and ambulance sirens sounded across the capital. A security source said victims were taken for treatment outside the city because Beirut hospitals were overwhelmed with wounded. Ambulances from the north and south of the country and the Bekaa Valley to the east were called in to help. The huge blast revived memories of the 1975-90 civil war and its aftermath, when Lebanese endured heavy shelling, car bombings and Israeli air raids. Some residents thought an earthquake had struck. Dazed, weeping and injured people walked through streets searching for relatives. Others sought their missing loved ones in the overflowing hospitals. One medic said 200 to 300 people had been admitted to a single emergency department. "I've never seen this. It was horrible," the medic, who gave her name as Ruba, told Reuters. "The blast blew me off meters away. I was in a daze and was all covered in blood. It brought back the vision of another explosion I witnessed against the U.S. Embassy in 1983, said Huda Baroudi, a Beirut designer. Prime Minister Hassan Diab told the nation there would be accountability for the deadly blast at the dangerous warehouse, adding those responsible will pay the price. The U.S. Embassy in Beirut warned residents in the city about reports of toxic gases released by the blast, urging people to stay indoors and wear masks if available.